Hi. Hello. Welcome to the Jesse in the
Angela
Love
Love
Show.
Show.
Can you hear us? We're recording now. Okay.
Well, on to the show.
On to the show. We're talking about the Noah's Ark,
Yes, that.
said to be found in
Yeah,
Turkey. The Chinese and the
Turkish
Turkish
evangelist.
evangelists, explorers found it.
Yes,
And data says that it is 4,800 years old, and 99.9%
supposedly
the ark.
sure, but
Yeah.
they're not 100% sure, but they want to say that it is. So we just know that it's with the way the art is made up, and if you were to see the picture on the news, you would be able to see how well structured it is. So um, I don't know. It's kind of funny because it was sitting on top of the mountain in
Yes.
Turkey.
Yeah, it was propped
So
up
yeah,
and it had an old chain, old, um, rotten chain on it, like somebody was dragging it.
yeah. So
And I said, wow.
probably an anchor. It might have been an anchor.
Yeah, you know what? It could
It
have
could
been
have
an
been an
anchor.
anchor.
Yeah, that's true too.
So we don't really know.
So it could have anchored it and left it like that. I don't know. They propped it up or whatever in those days.
Right, right.
So yeah, yeah, the Jesse and the Angela
Love
Love Show,
show. Yes.
and yeah, we're talking about the Noah's Ark that they said they found. 99.9% proven that it is the Noah's Ark.
And they're waiting for the actual government to say that it's okay for them, more so of getting the funding in order for them to be able to go and do more studies on it to make sure that it's accurate, because the way it looks, that it could be actually the Norse art from 4,800 years
Yes.
ago. So that's a blessing in disguise to see that you found something even way beyond where we see the actual art of,
Right.
well, actually the pyramids and the pharaohs and everything like that. So that let us see that,
Yes.
God did exist as far
And there
as,
was a
in the
world at
Bible.
one time, and I believe it's in the 6th chapter, and he destroyed it.
Yes.
And he saved 8 people,
Yes.
including Noah and his 3 sons and wives and everything. And
Exactly.
remember, Noah's sons are, they didn't look the same. They didn't
No,
have the same
no.
complexion and everything. So we need to take a view of what we think about whatever. Think about whatever color of the skin or whatever. I care less about that. We work on souls, and we love humans. And of course, all over the world, we want you, hopefully, people that didn't believe that he existed, he does.
Right, exactly.
Hmm.
And this will prove again to those uh, people who have been studying these things that have been, they say that, well, the Bible isn't true and everything like that. So
Hmm.
hopefully they will be able to see for certain that this is for real, and shut up
The mouths of the
scientists, some of
people
these
that
scientists.
unbelieve and the scientists and everything.
Yeah, so. And oh, and another thing we want to discuss was Sandra Bullett's situation.
Right.
And everybody knows that in the tabloids that Sandra Bullet and Jesse James are supposed to be getting divorced. Well,
Yeah.
Jesse James didn't want the divorce, but according to the Sandra, her filing the report to the lawyers and everything, that she
Yes.
does want to get a divorce. But anyway, they had adopted a little black boy from New Orleans, and they kept it under wraps. They didn't want anybody to know about it,
Yes.
which they did a very, very great job of keeping it under key.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it's just that now that they're separating
Hmm.
and moving on, because even they were saying even the kids loved the little boy too.
Yes.
And they said that he's a handsome little boy. So they're supposed to be on the cover of People magazine. I don't know if it had came out today or will be out
Hmm.
tomorrow. But either way, it's just a blessing to have anybody to just take the time out and adopt.
Yeah, because we
So,
dealing with multicultural today, so he'll be all right. It
oh
won't.
yeah,
It's not the old traditional way of what people would. In a lot of black groups and said he should be in the black this and that. You
yeah,
don't put me in anywhere. If I'm a child and I want to be with some lovable white people or lovable Chinese people or
exactly,
Asian or whatever, you don't tell me where to go.
exactly,
I don't have to be in that. I'm a human, and
right,
I have the rights to be whoever I want to be with. Not you don't fix me or coin me and tell me where I should be and how I should be cultured and everything.
mm-hmm,
That's
exactly,
crazy. These people love these people, these children and stuff like that. And leave them alone. You know what I mean? They're
exactly.
gonna grow up and they're gonna learn a lot anyway, because they're gonna be around a lot of different people. So they're gonna learn a lot. This world is not like it used to be, and we
No,
we trying to go working towards being more humans instead of naming us as blacks, this and that, whites and Asians and Hispanic blacks or Puerto Rican black or just Puerto Rican or whatever. We working towards making this world better, making this a
right,
more better a world better to live on and everything. All that old
exactly,
nonsense that the wicked one, which is the fallen angel had came up with, is crazy. Look at Noah's sons. His sons weren't the same complexion. His sons wasn't this and that, but they were his sons.
exactly,
Came from his wife had those babies. So
exactly. And
you
she
know,
didn't mess around.
of course not.
No, she didn't
No,
mess
no,
around.
no,
But
no,
see,
no.
God had plans. God had plans in the beginning that He was getting ready to destroy,
Oh, he's going to destroy it because it
the
was so
earth.
wicked,
It
because it
was
24/7. That's all they thought about,
right,
doing things wrong. And
right.
then you had the giants, because the giants would, I mean, you had the angels had
That
embodied
fallen,
themselves
yeah,
into
they had
a
fallen
human
from
flesh and everything. The Lord
right,
just took away that world, and we
right.
in a new world. This is our up. This is the second
Up to
world.
yeah, our up to
This is the
date world.
second world. So we're dealing with that, and I think all the celebrities and people that are not celebrities and haven't been mentioned, that are taking care of adopted children.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean, children that in
exactly,
need, that need hope.
exactly,
They need seeing a hope that the future, there's a great future for them,
exactly,
regardless who loves them, and regardless of whatever the color of their skin and what country they came from.
exactly.
It's a blessing to be loved by someone. So, love conquers everything. That's for
Mm-hmm.
sure. That's the reason why some wars haven't came about, because
Right.
of the love
And
people
you know
have.
what? Love has no color.
That's
That
right.
I like that because I tell you,
The
it's